by my fantastic co-hosts Eric, Ryan, and James. On this week's episode, we are going to be talking about directors who directed video game movies. So we will be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Not that actual movie, but uh,
Great
quite a
movie to
few
open up
things
with
that
that
are
one.
up and down. Oh gosh, yeah, it's probably my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. But yeah, we'll
Definitely
get into
better
that.
than
Maybe
any
we
of the
should do a
movies.
westerns directors, just so we can talk about how awful spaghetti westerns are, because some of them
Honestly,
are real bad.
A whole westerns episode actually could be a lot of fun. That's a whole fandom in and of itself.
Yeah, I dig it. But with that, let's go ahead and get into our round table of news. I kind of want to steal Ryan's thunder, but I'm going to throw it to him immediately so he can talk about the announcement that was made by Nathan Fillion. Ryan, go ahead.
Woo! I can't believe you already knew what I had for my news this week.
I knew for a fact that you were going to do that. I thought about undercutting you and just be like, well, like.
So in case anybody missed it, it started off, I believe, as a TikTok and Instagram stunt where Nathan Fillion was mysteriously going around and making TikToks with the cast of Firefly. There was a lot of speculation about what was going to be going on and what was happening and not happening. And then right at the end, he did the best thing ever and decided to throw a curveball by bringing in Alan Tudyk, which threw a lot of fans for a loop on what they were going to do. So ultimately, it came down to they are rebooting Firefly as an animated series, which I am unbelievably excited for. I think that is a weird but fun way to thread the needle on going back into a fan favorite without having to recast everybody because it's 4 years old at this point.
25
years old. Whoo. And I'm unbelievably stoked, and it seems like they got everybody that they could to come back, and I'm very excited for Firefly the animated series.
Ryan squeed. That was
a
his
little
reaction.
bit,
yeah. I want to be excited, but I'm not going to get excited.
Yeah, I am glad that something is being done with the Firefly IP. I really am. I am wondering when we're actually going to see anything start come to fruition, because like 4 out of the original cast still have a very busy schedule with all of the other things that they do. So who knows when we will see episode 1 of this, but I am in fact glad that something is being done with the Firefly IP.
Well, and I kind of had the same road that Bones was on. I'm terrified they're going to ruin it. I honestly, if you'd asked me before all this started, I'd have told you I hope there is no more like Firefly movies, TV shows. I think the comic book did a fine job. The novelizations do a fine job. But it turns out I have to eat crow on that because now that it's announced, I'm excited. And you know what? There's enough stuff that I can be mad, upset, or reticent about going on in the world right now. I'm going to choose to be recklessly optimistic about this one.
Interesting.
All right, who wants to go next? Open floor.
Man, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but the trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day drop was fucking dope. Super excited about that. A lot of interesting characters, some interesting potential. You got the
my
hand
favorite is going to be in there. My absolute
Punisher.
favorite comic book character.
Yeah, and I think their interaction looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I loved the scene with the little grenade launcher where he just goes, "Suit yourself."
And hey, cool thing, it got 719 million views on the first day.
I was at least 60 of those. I watched that trailer so close trying to pick out everybody. I was like, there's the boomerang, there's Tarantula, that's the hand, there's my boy Frank. I will say I feel a little embarrassed because when the face first popped up, I was like, oh, that's the Russian Rhino guy. And then it zoomed out and I was like, no, it's not, you idiot. Like, that was Scorpion the whole time. You're stupid.
The only thing I'm really excited about is Sony's not making it. It's Marvel. Because every time Sony had anything to do with it, especially bringing in extra villains,
their record for the third installment for Spider-Man was it's not a great track record.
Their record outside of Spider-Man movies in general, as far as comic book adaptations, not great. Other than animated Spider-Man, they're killing it with that. But
Oh, crushing it with the animated. I was actually going to argue with Eric a minute ago because of that. However, he's got a point on the misuse and abuse of villains in that. Oh well.
Yeah, they always fuck that up, man. Oh, so what I make it? Like 3 minutes?
What are we at?
5 minutes and 23 seconds.
Doubled my best time, but they always
Yeah, I
mess
was
it up though. Like,
It's like Eric doubled his time from last time.
but yeah, Sony has a tendency to like mess up anything to do with like superhero movies. They're not very great at it. I didn't know they did the animated. I just figured that was also Marvel.
No.
But I mean,
Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse are
even
both,
DC
Sly
makes
films.
good animated movies and can't get a live action movie. So just saying,
Dude,
it seems to be a lot
DC
easier to do animated.
DC can crush an animated movie. Some of my favorite movies, period, are DC animated movies.
Though I did like
Ah,
Superman, so I don't know.
We're drifting. Eric, do you have
Yeah.
any news you want to drop
lot-
in on this one?
A lot of anime are wrapping up. There's a lot of good ones. Like I started watching. I know it's not called Ronin Warriors. I think it's Super Troopers or some nonsense like that. But the new
Probably not the
adaptation
Super
of that.
Troopers I'm familiar
Um,
with.
No, it's like a sequel to the original like Ronin Warriors. It's like when they're all like much older and shit like that. And they got new ones that take over and everything. It's actually a pretty good plot. I'm trying to pull the title up, so I'm looking away. But it's pretty good. I'm sad to see that end or come to an end, especially considering there's a lot of episodes right now. And the other one I got into was Sentenced to Be a Hero.
You're talking about that one.
Yeah, no, really good. Like the way they do the hero, like they redefine being a hero. It's incredible. It's really good watch if anybody's trying to like find some new anime. But yeah, and then Jack of All Trades. That's another good one. So those are 3 big ones and they're ending soon. I think there's like 20 coming to an end within the next like 2 episodes. So
Wow.
that's my big thing. So if you're like me, usually in about 2 to 3 weeks, you can just binge watch all of them instead of waiting every week.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, so a lot of people tend to do that. That's why I bring it up. I've been watching it as it goes, and it's very painful.
Yeah.
It is pretty painful. But yeah, that's my news.
I have 2 pieces of wrestling news. One lukewarm and one I think is good news. So we'll start off with the good news. And Obafemi now has a win over Brock Lesnar, which always makes my heart happy that older talent starts putting up younger guys to like main roster positions, and having a win over Bork is always kind of a good notch on your belt, especially considering the fact that he overpowered Brock Lesnar. So that makes him look even stronger, which is a good thing
Yeah,
for
that's a
pro
big
wrestling,
move.
especially for Obafemi. I really like him. His entrance always makes me smile because he does this weird, like, bouncy walk to the ring. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. Second piece of news is Ronda Rousey got the most lukewarm response in her AEW debut I think I have ever seen.
That was
If you
bad.
think the Danhausen debut was quiet, Ronda Rousey popped up and everyone was just like, "Oh, do we clap?"
What are we supposed to do here?
Yeah. She's already squaring off with Toni Storm. It's whatever. Ronda Rousey, I think, burned a lot of bridges with the wrestling community based on some of the comments she made after her WWE departure about how it's hard to play pretend and different things like that. But again, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Maybe she'll get reinvigorated for professional wrestling. Maybe it'll be another weird lukewarm title run. Who knows?
I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised she came back after some of those comments, especially considering she's about to do an MMA fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Whoa, really?
So
I have no idea. I have no idea if she's actually getting back in the MMA ring or
I
not.
thought she was fighting Cyborg in some weird, like I don't know,
kind of
Netflix
wraparound rematch,
like
something.
not actual UFC or anything. So
Who knows?
Yeah.
But with that,
Ronda
we're gonna
Rousey.
we're gonna jump straight into our topic. Ryan just took a huge bite of food, so we'll start with him. Ryan.
Sweet, my favorite
No,
thing.
I'm kidding. We'll let you finish chewing.
Yeah, y'all have to excuse me. I got to the show about, I don't know, 2 minutes before recording.
So your normal time?
Yeah, I'm normal.
Just with dinner this time. That's the difference.
Yeah, just Zami's got a sandwich with him.
So the
so-
big thing we're talking about today is we're just gonna. It's always a nice topic. I think it's just the directors that made some video games into movies. Now, I will be the first one to say that no director has ever made a video game movie that I think is like just blow your socks off type thing. But there's definitely directors that have done a good enough job and stuck to like adaptations and like the different things that happen in the actual games. So that's been a big thing for me because I don't think any of the movies are ever like, I can't wait to watch this or
There's
I have to watch
some
it
animation
again.
directors that have made fantastic video
Oh,
game
yeah.
adaptation to movies. It's the
Animation's a lot
translation to
easier.
live action that gets a little
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, and actually, that begs a clarification as we're getting into this tonight. I know we're discussing a lot of the movie directors and the ones that have had the balls in order to actually try. How are we feeling about some of the television series that have come out recently? I mean, The Witcher, Fallout, Last of Us all did fantastic.
Witcher was a book first by Andrew Sapkowski. I mean, it is. It was a book series.
No,
like,
yeah,
well, before it
100%.
was a game.
But it was adapted because of the popularity of the video game, not the popularity of the book.
Most people don't even realize it was a book.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
if
you
you
should
talk
read
to
them. They're
most
very
people,
good.
oh, they're amazing. I loved them.
The graphic
mean,
novels of The Witcher are also really good because you follow other like.
I have not checked those out.
Oh,
That's interesting.
very good. They follow other Witchers besides Geralt, which is nice. You get to see like other people's stories. Vesemir's like intro story was very good. But again, we're getting wildly off
That's the
topic.
point, yep.
Directors.
So that begs the question: is are we going to?
No,
bring
we're
those
talking about
into the fold?
movies. Yeah,
Movies.
We can-
Strictly movies,
If
okay.
we want to do TV shows or something, that would be another episode, I think. 'Cause there's definitely, I think, enough TV shows, TV series based off of video games that
the
we could
problem
probably
with
do a
it-
whole episode. Also, each individual episode can be directed by a different person with the series. So
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Well, yeah.
a lot
Mandalorian.
of series, a lot of TV
Yeah.
series are like that.
And really, I bring it up primarily in order to look because, and we were talking about this before the episode, the track record for video game adaptations into movies is not fantastic. I'm sure all of our listeners will be shocked to find that out.
It's not great.
It's
Well,
not great.
That's what I was saying. Like it's never you don't. I can't
don't know,
even
man.
name one that's
The
like
Super Mario
Super
Bros.
Mario
movie
Brothers.
would like to disagree with its $1.3 billion worldwide gross.
Yep. Well, and
Are
that's
you talking about
actually
the new one.
yeah.
Yeah, it
So-
did very well.
That, and I guess to get right into it, that was Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic. And you want to talk about two dudes that like jump into animation unlike anybody else that I've seen. They did some amazing stuff. And I mean, these are the same guys that were responsible for like Teen Titans Go back in 2013. And being able to make an action comedy seems to be these guys' specialty.
Yeah, and they're coming back with the next one too, Super Mario
Yeah,
Galaxy
Galaxy.
movie.
I gotta say, my favorite character from those is still by far the depressed little star in the cage. I have never laughed like so hard
Admittedly, that was hilarious.
from the trailer. I was like, this is amazing. I'm gonna go watch this movie because of this one like super depressed star.
Oh yeah, the movie comes out just next month too.
Yeah.
Like in
Oh, is it
couple
next
weeks.
month? Wow.
Yeah, April 1st.
I'll
gonna
believe it
laugh
on
if
April 2nd.
Yeah, I was gonna laugh when it rolls around. It doesn't come out until the next week. They're like, gotcha. How mad would Ryan have been if the Nathan Fillion announcement had come out on April 1st and it was just a huge
So-
joke?
When I saw the first one, I kid you not, that's what I thought this was going to be. I thought it was going to be a month-long build-up to Alan Tudyk dropping some kind of April Fool's Day joke. That's what I really thought it was going to be.
Okay, so
Um,
which director are we starting off with, guys?
You know what I do want to see? I want to see an adaptation of Firefly into a game. But so I think the biggest actor we should probably start off with is probably one of the most well-known ones. I know it's kind of starting on a sour note, but he did it a lot first too, if I'm not mistaken. Like he took a lot of big chances. I never say his name right. I would go with Yui Boll. Again,
Boll, I think
I think
probably.
that's correct.
But he for all the shit I've given him, just sitting in my living room watching his movies, he did try, like, and he has done it, and he did some of the earliest adaptations like big productions for movies. Like if you look, like the first one he did, House of the Dead, that had a rather big budget for a video game movie. I think
And
it was
a failure.
12 million.
Absolute failure. Yeah.
12 million, and like it opened to like 5.7 or something, and it made some money. So not quite as bad as his other ones if you look, but that
Blood Rain.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder who's gonna bring up Blood Rain first.
Blood Rain actually is his highest rated movie.
What?
no, Postal is.
No, it's not. Postal is a 12 on Metacritic and a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes.
This guy's
Oh,
not batting.
wow.
This guy's not got a
Wow.
good batting average.
Blood Rain is a 15 on Metacritic and a 7 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hey, we cracked the 5.
Hey, here's the best part. Not only did he do that, I didn't even know he made a Far Cry movie.
He made a second Blood Rain, which I
Yeah.
guess
Blood
it
Rain.
makes sense because that was his highest rated one, or his highest grossing
He also
film.
made a second Alone in the Dark movie.
How do you do that?
So that's what I mean. Like, it's quite impressive, like some of the stuff that he's been able to pull off. Because usually, if your movies do that bad, you don't get a sequel. So it's
I don't know.
impressive. And again, I give him credit because if I'm not mistaken, he's one of the first directors that had like a decent sized budget to do some of these movies. Because I don't think like Super Mario, the original, had a big budget, or Mortal Kombat, I don't think had anywhere near what like House of the Dead did.
Well, let's look at what nerd movies and stuff.
Super
look
Mario.
like.
Okay, just so we clarify real quick. Super Mario had a higher budget than most of his movies did. The
Yeah.
original
Really?
Super Mario Brothers. Yeah.
The original one?
So-
I made a table because I'm a fucking nerd. So
What-
I have a table with
What was
Bones-
Mario's?
Bones is cross-referencing
$48 million.
statistics.
Oh,
Had a $48 million
Jesus.
budget.
yeah. in
4 times
1993.
what House of the Dead is.
How I don't understand how
It
some
only
of
made
his
38
movies
million
didn't do well.
worldwide.
Did any of you guys watch Blubberella?
No,
No.
no.
You'll be
Another
shocked to
U-Bowl
find out.
one. Yeah.
Sounds like I missed out on a gym.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
See-
see if it's streaming anywhere at this point. So.
All of
But-
these movies came out at a really interesting point when it came down to geek movies, right? Because through the 2000s, we start seeing the big boom of two things. First is superhero movies. I mean, we get to see Marvel start doing their decade-long run up towards Thanos. We get to see DC start trying to catch up about midway and late into the 2000s. And we hit this weird point in geek storytelling. And everybody's kind of covered it with the release of Superman here recently, but geek movies at the time started leaning really heavily into this go dark, go gritty, make flaws and weaknesses and turn every hero into an anti-hero kind of vibe. And nearly everybody did that. Superman did that, and everyone in the DC did that. And we start looking at the video game movies that came out and looking at Uwe Bolls, and I don't want to just trash on the guy, but that's all he did is he took video game IPs and applied that to the template and churned them out somehow.
Turned
And
a
he
lot of
also
them out. He made so many sequels.
and he also picked a lot of games that weren't very like uber popular. Like
Yeah,
House
I
of
don't-
the Dead was.
Blood Rain was pretty popular.
I don't remember.
I
it being
mean,
that
House
popular.
of the Dead, I'm going to give you because of the arcade cabinet.
That's what I was about to say. House of the Dead was popular in the arcade, but never anywhere else. In the Name of the King, like I played the game, but like it wasn't
Yeah.
anything crazy. And then Alone in the Dark wasn't anything great. So I was also surprised by the movies he picked. I'd be curious as to how he made his decisions.
And I know that Blood Rain was popular-ish, but you want to talk about a tertiary interest in vampire video games. I'd honestly be curious if I walked up to any given fan and said, "Hey, name 5 vampire video games." How many of them would hit Blood Rain?
I would definitely hit Blood Rain. How many vampire video games are there? I mean, I'm sure there's like a lot, but like, how many are there that were like popular? You know,
Well, and I'm thinking more along the lines of like you're up against Legacy of Kain and Soul Reaver, which I mean
were
those
games that they were very
Castlevania.
popular for people that are our age, but nobody younger than us has probably ever even heard of them.
I want to argue with you really bad. I can't, but I wanna.
I feel like this is the most popular vampire game ever. Castlevania.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that is
Symphony
by far
of
be
the
the
Night.
number one. I think
Yeah, like
everybody
that's-
would
yeah,
everybody would
Guaranteed.
Symphony of the Night.
It has a type of game named after it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you start
All right,
thinking
so
what's the most recent one we had? Redfall, and then the Vampire the Masquerade series naturally coming out.
Moving on from U-Bowl and his attempts at greatness.
Yeah.
Gotta applaud the man for effort.
I mean,
he's
he
still
keeps
out there
trying.
making 'em- yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and he
keeps
hasn't given
trying.
up. Like that's impressive. Like
I want to move.
I wonder
to,
if he's like independently wealthy or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Either that or he's really good at talking people into producing these movies.
throwing away their
He must be
money.
a super convincing guy. I want to bring up. I chose mine on two good directors and a bad director. So I want to start off on one of my good directors with Stephen E. DeSouza. Has made some
Ooh.
great TV shows. He's made some great movies. He's made some bad movies. Want that thrown out there. He is a fantastic writer for a lot of films, and I think Ryan's going to be really impressed. He wrote the scripts for Dredd, the 1995 one, not the new one. So Judge Dredd, not Dredd.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man.
Hell yeah.
I remember me and you watching that a couple
Yeah.
of times together. So.
I don't have any
Uh,
problem with that.
But again, he also did Running Man. He did Commando. He did, again, these are all tags as a writer. So Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Die Hard with Bruce Willis, Die Hard
Great
2.
movie.
And then he had a big dip in 1991 as he was one of the writers for Hudson Hawk, which was Bruce Willis's like pet dream project that he
Yeah.
really, really wanted made. And
I
so
loved it. I thought it
he
was
got
great.
together with a bunch of his friends and he made Hudson Hawk, and it's okay.
I love
It's the most Bruce Willis thing I think I've ever watched.
That is
he
also
did
true.
he did the writing. He won a Golden Raspberry for the writing he did on the Flintstones. But then he got into his directing debut, had a lot of success on television directing, and then he made Street Fighter.
Ooh.
Like the new
that's-
one or the one with Van Damme.
Yeah, it's the one with Van
1994.
Damme because the new one's not come out yet. So,
I
well,
mean-
Jean-Claude Van Damme, who even admitted that he was just on so many drugs during the filming of that movie.
Everyone was.
But there was a nice
No,
story to
that's
it where
not true.
Bison-
Raul Julia was not on any
Oh.
drugs. I guess chemotherapy, but that really hardly counts.
Yeah,
as a
like that-
recreational substance. That was his last film he did. He did it for his grandkids, which I think is amazing. And I
Yeah,
absolutely love the Street Fighter movie because it's bad. Like I love watching it, and I'm like, gosh, this
You
is
know,
terrible.
Yeah, it is. I also think that it's not a good movie, but it's an entertaining movie. Not
Yeah.
all things that are entertaining are necessarily good movies, right?
Right? Yeah.
But it was not necessarily a failure either.
no, not
monetarily,
yeah.
So
It kind of falls into that like it did okay kind of like broad terms. Like it didn't knock anybody's socks off. It didn't just do gangbusters at the box office, but it did fine.
Well, they
I've
picked
got to
up-
say the dialogue in it is so weird. It feels uncomfortable.
But they had a good cast though. Like the cast kind of fit the characters too, I thought. So I mean that was cool. And then the whole Blanca storyline in the game, that was cool to see because I'm not a diehard Street Fighter guy, but like to play the game and like then to see a little bit of the storyline to it, like in the movie about Blanca was nice to see. I think that scored them some points with people. And then yeah, having Van Damme at the height of his career, like he couldn't make a bad
That was
movie at
not
the time.
even the height of his career.
He was
that
making
was-
everything at that time.
No,
He was
that
doing
was the
everything, yeah.
Time
that was-
Cop and what double
you're-
something.
You're talking Street
Like-
Fighter came in at the tail end of Van Damme.
Yeah.
Because Street Fighter was what, 94?
94, yeah.
94.
Let me pull up the Googles.
Yeah, I mean he was good. Like he had quite a few
I mean,
movies.
he's been in
and
his stuff.
Time
And, like, he was
Cop's my
good
favorite.
stuff, but this was at the height of his drug abuse. This was really when he started to go down because then he started getting weird plastic surgeries and stuff.
Yeah. Because you think right before that he did Nowhere to Run, Universal Soldier, Double
Great
Impact.
movies.
Universal Soldier was definitely
Soldier,
his
that was,
peak,
like-
I think.
Yeah.
So like that's what I mean. Like those are reasons that like they picked him and like the movie didn't do horrible is because people turned in to see Van Damme fight.
The
Yeah,
the
you-
cast was fine, and the action choreography was probably the best part of that because it was very over the top action choreography, which was the style.
Yeah, that's what you're
in
supposed
the
to do.
90s. So, but yeah, so
Yeah,
Steven
Hadouken.
Salza, I really like a lot of his work. Street Fighter is just one of those ones where I think it was like, yeah, this sounds fine, and then it just turned out okay-ish.
Yeah, that's
But
his
he's
only,
done he's done so much other good stuff. Like I really
That's
do
his
like
only
Steven
video
Salza's
game
work.
adaptation, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I thought so.
See, I was only foray into it.
Man, I had to pick, I think, one of my favorite as far as video game adaptations goes, and that's going to be Paul Anderson, because
Yeah, he was on my
Mortal
list.
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Fucking, you know what? Also, not a good movie. Love it though. Love that movie.
I love it.
But
No,
let-
terrible movie, but I love it.
And then
Again, be
also-
honest though, it's
Which
like you
Mortal
said,
Kombat?
though,
'Cause
entertaining.
We've had 3 so far with.
No, I'm
fourth
talking about.
on
I'm
the
talking
way.
about Paul Anderson's Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat. That's
The
what I'm
original.
talking
I don't know. I don't know which one that is.
The first.
I don't know.
about. The first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil movie, which had nothing
Which-
to do with Resident Evil, but I still
Yeah.
also love that movie.
I like that.
I
movie.
love
like
the
that movie a
movie.
lot.
It had zombies in it, so I guess that's Resident Evil enough.
I think mostly had a house. There's like a couple zombies here and there. You know, every movie that he made, save one, that is a video game adaptation, I think was entertaining at least, and they were all pretty monetarily successful, actually
Yep.
quite successful, with the sole exception of the thing that is Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody gets
I-
a bad one. Everyone has a
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
day
yeah,
at
okay.
work. You know what I'm saying? You can't be perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't know he directed Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
I'm checking out his filmography right now, and I'm like, I had no idea.
See, winner, winner, chicken dinner. But no, he made the best Mortal Kombat movie. Like, it was so good.
And he
The
started to
music.
make the second one, Annihilation, but left
Oh, interesting.
before the movie was completed and somebody else took over, and that movie was garbage.
Yeah, because they probably changed it a lot. Just like they
Yeah.
made, what was it? Wasn't there a Marvel movie that did the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, lots of movies have done that,
Yeah.
and it tends to be like every time it happens, I feel like it's never for the better.
Yeah, no,
I
but
didn't realize he had done a Castlevania as well.
he has the most iconic music though to that. Like when you hear that Mortal Kombat song, that is the one thing you always know it's time to fight. Like that is the greatest thing ever. Like no other movie
got
can you
s-
correlate music and fighting people like
No.
that song.
The
All right,
army
so-
burned me out on that song because we had to hear it before every single battalion run for like 4 years. I hate
Really?
it so
I
much.
never went
Yeah, they
anywhere
play-
that did that.
Oh, that and Thunderstruck, man! I
Oh,
never
it's
thought I would get so
AC/DC
tired of
and
AC/DC, but the
Metallica.
army very nearly did that to me.
Let
So
the
actually-
bodies.
I'm so glad that Bones picked up on Mortal Kombat because one of my favorite anecdotes from our time growing up was this impromptu talent show skit that we put on at high school where Bones and a friend of ours went out to clean the stage in between shows and had a mop versus broom Mortal Kombat fight right there on stage. It was glorious.
The best
was
one was
good.
John Wick getting concussion because he took a full-on linebacker sack from our starting center of the football team,
Yeah.
who was at a dead sprint. They were like, "We put a little pad behind him." I was like, "You put a full like a 3-inch thick piece of foam on the ground, and you hit that man at a dead sprint."
This is
And then
another
he joined. And then he joined the Navy. So I was like, "I get
Yeah.
it. It's CTE. I understand."
This is
He
another
could've
one
made
of
it in
those
the Army, too.
directors that I really don't feel a whole lot of his stuff is stuck well. Like, I love Pandorum, right? One of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's fantastic horror sci-fi. And then the rest of his stuff is like the various Resident Evils and Monster Hunter. In the Lost Lands, which I just recently watched, it was a movie.
Just so you know, he's married to Mila Jovovich. That's why she's in all of his movies.
Oh, okay.
Paul Anderson is?
Yeah.
Ooh. Dude, the best thing I ever saw was when she talked about how she could do the cigarette thing, like when she drops, was it the cigarette and then she catches it when it's down or something like that? She had like some fancy move she did. It was pretty impressive. And it was with a cigarette. I do remember that because I smoked at the time very heavily.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and take the next one if we're doing our kind of like goods from the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to bring up one that I have mad respect for, primarily because before he had his directorial debut, he was best known for animated short films. He actually won the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film for one called Go for Broke. And this is somebody who had the directorial range of a movie that was almost a huge internet meme and doomed to fail right out of the gate, and managed to salvage it with Jeff Fowler and Sonic the Hedgehog. So he's got...
We memed that animation into a better version.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
He literally got saved by his own audience.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's honestly what happened, because I can't even give him credit. His idea was awful.
It was
so,
legitimately.
I mean, the movie was still good, but like, I
That's the
really
thing,
wish
right?
he would have made that Sonic though, because it kind of reminded me of anybody watched. Oh man, I can't think of the show, but where they have the Scratchy Cat, like it just kind of reminded me of that, like a drugged out like hedgehog, all like messed up and things like that. I think that would have made a great movie. Like at least make that his brother. Like make a fourth one, and like that guy appears and that's his brother that doesn't have a
They
job.
are making a fourth one.
Yep.
It's coming out this year.
Next-
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it
next
doesn't
year.
have him in it
I thought
though.
it was
It needs
I thought
that's
it was
who
a
it
TV
needs.
series they were doing.
No, the TV series came out in 2024. That's the Knuckles TV series.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's Idris
but they
Elba
are...
that acts as Knuckles, right?
Ooh, yes.
Again,
Yeah,
off
and
topic. Sorry, back to the director.
yeah.
2027. Yeah, March. Oh, almost exactly a year from now that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is coming out.
But yeah, no, this movie, I think the movie was fine. I watched it with my kids. They liked it. I do think it was very visually stunning. They did a good job. The corrections that they made because of the internet backlash, I think made it into a significantly better movie. But anybody that can take that kind of terrible announcement and come back from being a gigantic internet meme in order to make 3 successful movies, having the likes of Idris Elba and Keanu Reeves do voices for you, I got mad respect for that.
Yeah, I got to give him credit where it's due. He definitely listened to the audience and salvaged that animation in time for a debut and a series of successful movies. Jim Carrey also really, I think, invigorated that depiction of Dr. Robotnik in a way that's hard to express. That was Jim Carrey. You know when you see somebody do something and you're just like, that person is having a fantastic time. Like that's really the kind of vibe I feel off of Jim Carrey's portrayal of Dr. Robotnik compared to some of his other stuff. I'm not saying it isn't good, but I'm just saying like I think he just went out there and was like, all right, let's make it weird.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to find out that Jeff Fowler had Jim Carrey just go out there and be like, hey, do Jim Carrey shit. Go ahead and channel your inner Grinch and make it cool.
Yeah, I think that I agree with what y'all said about like his audience saving him, but like you can't like not give him credit for that because it was still like an entertaining movie. Like I'm an adult and I didn't even really like Sonic and I didn't really think I was gonna enjoy that movie, but I still enjoyed the first one.
I wouldn't
if it had looked like
this...
if it had looked like it did when it was first showed, yeah, it would have been terrible. But because they did make the change and he listened to his audience or whoever did, they made the change. It looked good and the story was still good. So
yeah,
I think
I wouldn't watch this solely for the purpose that he in fact did at least make, you know, maybe not, he wasn't the one that had the big influence on whether or not the changes were made or whatever. Still an entertaining movie. They listened to what the people wanted, which is the whole reason why I went and watched it. That was one of the ones I paid to see.
What if that was all just a marketing ploy?
Then it's brilliant.
That would have been the most genius move.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
And seriously, looking at the designs of the original CGI Sonic,
was
it is so bad that I would believe it. I would absolutely believe that it was a ploy.
It
Yeah,
looked
I
like
have a hard
Sonic had
time-
gotten strung out on meth. Like that
Yeah.
was the
I have a
original
hard time
animation.
somebody looking at it and going like, yeah, that's what we're going with.
Yeah, that's
and not
as
only
good
they
as
had to
it's gonna
have
get.
they had to have a committee come in and okay that shit. Like, oh, so bad. And this actually is one of several video games that kind of got out of the rut of let's make our characters as realistic as possible. Let's take these unbelievably exaggerated characters and we're going to try to make them fit into the real world. No, just have them look like they did in the video game.
All right. So who brought up Sonic? Who's next on our little
And I
roster?
mean,
I brought up Sonic.
they had an amazing cast. That's the biggest thing. Like if you look at other video game movies, they generally don't have such a great cast. The fact that they got people like Idris, Keanu
Idris
Reeves
Elba.
and
We gotta
stuff
get his
like
name
that.
right.
Like, sorry, he could definitely whoop my behind. But yeah, like the fact that they got those type of actors involved shows you how serious these movies were. So, I mean, generally, like I said in the very beginning, I don't think any video game movies have ever been like timeless classics and things like that. You know, like Die Hard. I don't think any of them have ever done that. But
I feel like Die Hard's more of a cult classic than a timeless classic.
Yeah, I would say
You know,
cult
you're
classic for
timeless.
sure.
Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. Everybody says the line from it. It's the greatest movie of all time. But Sonic is probably the closest the video game industry has ever had and ever going to get to a sort of big classic, like serious movie series.
Well, and they were coming off the success tail end of Detective Pikachu by Rob Letterman, and Detective Pikachu really paved the road. Not nearly as many people bring that movie up or went and saw it, but I really think that Rob Letterman paved the road for Sonic to be successful, despite the fact it was a gigantic internet meme when it was announced. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the bad.
I see Eric is embracing his Canadian with his liter of cola. I'll start off on my bad, like very bad. Before we go back to my good, I want to end on a high note. So we're going to talk about Rocky Morton and I forget his partner that does all the directing with him. Jeanette, man alive. I had this brought up. Oh, Annabelle Jankel, who's his partner and wife, like business partner and wife, have made so many very good music videos. They have done so many good television intros, commercials. They've won Emmys for their music video work. Like they have won a lot of visual awards. They were one of the first people to really bring in the combination of animation, CGI, and live action all into a single like short form content. And then they tried their directorial debut and they made Super Mario Bros.
The best one.
Sure, man. It's great. Peak cinema. No,
it is so bad.
It's fine. It went very science fiction with the IP. So if you were a big fan of the video games, none of this will translate over other than the names of Mario and his brother Luigi Mario.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Goomba was in it.
The Goomba was in it. They had tiny little heads and were dinosaurs instead of mushrooms.
Dinosaurs, yeah. No, that whole movie, like, I still watch it. I do find it entertaining. This is not one of those deals where I'm actually disagreeing with you. It is a terrible movie that I love to watch.
Yeah, I mean, and it had like some decent actors in it because you had John Leguizamo, you had Bob Hoskins, who's been in a bunch of stuff. You have Dennis Hopper, who's been in a bunch of stuff.
Well, and Dennis Hopper was one of those that I loved his stuff, especially when I was a kid, right? Everything he touched was because he did like Waterworld, he did Easy Rider, he did Apocalypse Now.
But yeah, so that was their
Cool Hand Luke,
pretty much only film that they ever did. That was their directorial
Oh,
debut
really?
and their finale. After that, there was no more film directing.
You're probably like, nah, that's not for us.
Prime
Yeah.
example of why casting is so important, because they probably paid a lot of money for some of those particular actors.
I had a
Because
big
The
budget.
Pest came out before that, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna guess he got paid really well. You know, Hopper was getting paid well. So I would imagine quite a bit of that, even though it seemed like it had a big budget for the time. I'm gonna bet a lot of that went to the cast,
think that
and not
was-
some special effects and stuff like that.
They did a lot of effects, a lot of makeup. There was a lot of set
Yeah, a lot of
building and
practical effects
design,
and
a lot
stuff.
of practical effects. Yeah, there was a lot of costuming and makeup. They put in a ton of effort into this.
Fun fact: do y'all know where the name Mario for Super Mario comes from?
Ooh, no.
He was a landlord of a warehouse for Nintendo, and they had fallen behind on rent, and he gave them a little extra chance to turn things around. So they changed the character named Super Jumper Man or something like that, or maybe just Jumper Man in Donkey Kong to Mario.
To Super
No
Mario.
kidding.
Wow,
I did
nice.
not know that.
Could not. Yeah, he's gonna be famous forever because of that.
Yeah, talk about not needing to hold
Yeah.
on to some.
No, First off,
Absolute
did he
rights.
get any royalties with that? That's
Absolutely
what really
immoral.
matters. Like they'd probably just put his name in there, and they're like, "Yeah, f this
Well-
guy. We're never giving him any royalties. He did help us with rent, though."
How many times is
That's-
that going to happen in real life, though? Like, it's like, hey, listen, I know I'm 2 months behind. I have this thing. I just got to turn it in. You give me some time, and I'll give you some honors or something in the game. We'll name the main character after you.
Back to the topic at hand. They went back immediately to directing music videos, and they've actually produced music videos from pretty big name bands. I mean, George Harrison, some of his best music videos were directed by this pair. So it's not like they're untalented. But man
It's a
alive, did
different
they
format,
swing
you
and a
know, it's a
miss
different
with
media.
it was a big swing and a miss. And I've gone back and watched the Mario movie a couple of times, and I'm like, this is not a good movie.
It's because they didn't include some of the special ability things in there that you get from Super Mario 3.
Or
If they
any,
had
or
some
any
of
of the
the-
stuff
in the
from the video game. At
raccoon
all.
suit.
There was no.
Yes,
yeah,
I
there
was just
no-
about to say, no raccoon suit. Like, what's the deal with that? Like, you put the raccoon suit in there, instant killer.
Way better.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
So for my bad, this might be a little bit of a controversial take, but this director did some movies that were very 2000s. Exit Wounds with DMX, Cradle of the Grave, Romeo Must Die,
Great movies.
and then he turned
Just
around
throwing that out there.
and made Doom. Sorry,
Oh,
The Rock.
we picked the same. We picked the same guy. Me and Bones picked the same guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was 2005. He made Doom. It did not do well because it's not good in my opinion at all.
Yeah.
But
It's not. That movie
it has
couldn't be saved
very
by
little
Carl
to do
Urban.
with Doom.
Like, you put Carl Urban in a geek movie and it crashed anyway. That's how bad it was.
Yeah,
I
and I
actually-
mean,
I didn't mind
The Rock
it.
wasn't as big at the point, obviously, but like,
Yeah, but still, it's still The Rock. Like,
yeah. No, that did not do good at all. I can't
Terrible.
fucking actually say his name. Anderzej Bartkowiak. He's Polish. I'm sorry for Polish people. I don't
yeah,
speak Polish.
Bart Kowiak? Man, I can't do it either. Oof.
He also made another video game movie after that, which I'm kind of surprised by. But he went ahead and made Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun Li.
Ooh,
I never saw that one. Was it good?
ooh, ew.
It was a movie.
So swing and a miss. All right.
There's a whole
all-
95 minutes of it.
Of all the movies, that's definitely one of them.
It was I probably arguably better than Doom. I don't know.
I think the thing with Doom was it was interesting just because they didn't do the big suit or anything like that. Like, they should have just named it something else, like Sci-Fi Adventure or something, and it would have been good. Like, if you take the
I
Doom
don't think it
part
would
out
have
of
been
it,
good.
I enjoyed it,
Well,
but
here's the
the
thing.
problem was you put Doom in the title, and I'm expecting certain things. Take Doom out of
Didn't
the
even
title,
break even
and I would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at
well,
box
that's because
office.
people were expecting certain things because of the
because it wasn't good.
video.
People
Right, it
will
was
watch
bad.
things that
Bad
aren't
movie.
related all the time.
Yeah.
But
Resident
people
Evil
will
is a great
also
example.
slam things because it's not what you want. So,
No,
but
here's
I
what
think
I'm
Doom
going to
is
say.
okay.
Here's what I'm going to say that's good. Doom had some balls. They were willing to try some different shit. Doing the first-person shooter cam for a good 5 minutes through the middle of the movie was a bold move.
Of all the decisions they made, that was one of them.
You know, which later on, Hardcore Henry
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
was actually like that's the whole movie is first person, and it's like very people enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind of
I
like,
enjoyed
I guess
Hardcore Henry.
divisive because I think it is kind of hard to watch for some people, but I like it.
I enjoyed it. So
All right.
I'm gonna jump right in since our directors that we picked are so intertwined and related with one another because the person who did the cinematography and fight choreography for both Romeo Must Die and Doom and Cradle to the Grave and Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. I'm going to talk about my last director, which is Corey Yun, who has done some fantastic work. He has worked on a lot of projects and movies that I really, really enjoy. I am a huge, huge kung fu movie fan. It's one of my like guilty pleasure watches. Is old school kung fu movies.
That's why you like Cradle to the Grave. That makes sense now.
I love
I like
kung
every
fu
Jet Li
movies.
movie.
Like they're just fun. They're fun and entertaining to watch. Anyway, I digress. So Corey Yun has worked on a lot of projects that are absolutely amazing. He did Fists of Fury, which was one of Bruce Lee's big breakout hits in the 1970s. He did 14 Amazons, which is a very good movie. If you guys haven't seen it, all of these, by the way, are in Chinese. None of these are in English until we get a little further down this list. Secret Rivals, Invisible Armor, just so many. Flying Guillotine. And again, none of these are just, record-breaking films in any way, shape, or form, but they're all fun and they're entertaining. And again, big fan of kung fu movies. He was actually one of the instrumental directors in getting Jackie Chan his start in filmmaking with Heart of Dragon
Also Jet Li.
and Jet Li. That's true. Yeah. So a lot of our like Western kung fu movies that we watch, the ones that were produced and made in America, this man was involved in some way, shape, or form. He's a great choreography director in the form of all of their fight scenes and things like that. Some of his directorial full like length feature films have been hit and miss, but I feel like going through his list, he's probably had more objective wins than losses. But his video game one that he did was DOA, Dead on Arrival. And that movie
Yes, it was.
That movie is not good either. The
Yeah.
fight scenes in it are weird. It's just not. It's not great.
Because Corey Yun is like the height of Hong Kong cinema, right? Which is a very different
Yeah.
kind of movie than what we experience here and what we make here. And I feel like that was, I think, he did The Transporter, which was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
But I
fairly
think
good.
like DOA was like one of his only like Hollywood films.
Yeah.
And it's not what I think he tried to, I don't know, maybe mix some things up, and it was not.
I don't know
not a
what
good
he was.
result.
I don't know what he was going for. The script was not great. The acting was not great for who was in it, because there was a couple of like female action stars in it, if I remember correctly, that were fairly good. And then just kind of
Well, I love the fart noise there. That was good.
thanks.
Yeah.
The all important question is after watching those movies, do you feel like Jet Li would have been successful as a running back in the NFL at any point? Because he was quite dexterous. I mean, he had no gear on, I get it, but like I feel like the flips and the kicks and stuff, like
Dex, you can't kick anybody in the face in football, Eric. I don't know what they do. Yeah, in Canada.
you can flip. You're allowed to flip. They do it all the time.
I guess that's true.
Fast does not make a good running back.
A good running back make.
A good running back is fast, but
His
there's a whole lot of
agility,
other
though?
contributing factors, like ball carrier awareness, power, the ability to take and shrug off a hit. Because if you look at a lot of the very successful running backs, they know how to place their body to shed a tackle. But that is not the point of this. We need to be.
Well, I'm
talking
just
about
saying
core
Jet
youth.
Li. I'm just saying Jet Li
He
would have made a
not make
great
good
running
runner.
back.
No, he wouldn't. He would have been terrible. He's tiny.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
he's
He
a
would have
little
been
bit.
great.
He's tiny.
He
Even
would've-
Marion Barber, the mini barbarian, is bigger than Jet Li, and he was super small for a running back.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump in with my my next one. This is a weird one for me. So this director knows what he likes and he makes it. He doesn't care about its success rate. He doesn't care how it is received by the public. Some of his highlights include Man with the Iron Fists, Planet Terror, and Death Proof, as well as Hostel and Thanksgiving. And one of my probably top 10 favorite movies of all time in the form of Inglourious Bastards, which made the Borderlands movie by Eli Roth one of my most disappointing video game movies of all time. So this is one that I think they handed him a Cliff Notes section of the video game and what it was about, and then decided to make an entire movie based off of the main character is short as the joke.
I'm gonna admit to something. I have not watched the Borderlands movie because I looked at the trailers and was like, none of this is what Borderlands is.
Yeah. No,
They
this
did
is
do
one
a
of those-
fantastic job of casting Marcus.
That is true. That is absolutely fact. Now, and on the subject of casting, when we're looking at Borderlands,
Also,
They
how did
had-
Borderlands not win a Golden Raspberry Award?
right? They had Kate Blanchett, Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Hart.
My problem is Kate Blanchett was so old to be
That-
playing.
That doesn't bother me. I
Ageism.
know
That's ageism.
I know the whole internet thing wants every actress to be, 19 forever.
It's not even that. The character in the game is like mid-20s. Kate Blanchett is what?
Well, and that
How old is
actually
she?
leads me in to
She's 56.
one of my main points about the movie, and you're not wrong. It's that they had Borderlands in the palm of their hands. They could have done Borderlands 1 from front to back without changing a single line, and I guarantee you it would have done phenomenal. Instead, they did this.
Eli Roth makes horror films.
Yeah.
First, he didn't. You mentioned Inglourious Bastards. That's Quentin Tarantino. Eli Roth was in Inglourious Bastards. So
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
he was Sergeant Johnny
Yeah.
Donowitz.
Yeah,
Um,
very quick clarification on that one. Excuse me, I miss.
But Eli
misspoke on
Roth's
that one.
director filmography is like almost exclusively horror movies. To some of them less popular than others. Hostel, obviously, not
Yeah.
hugely popular with a lot of people. But to then think that, I don't know, just like when they said he was directing Borderlands, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like that from the beginning, that didn't make sense to me. And I watched some of it.
I watched it. I did. I'm a big Borderlands fan. I was trying to be optimistic. I was not, with the exception of again, like you said, the horror movies. I wasn't a major Eli Roth fan, so his name didn't throw any flags for me, good or bad. But despite the fact that the casting made a lot of people upset because the hot chick wasn't young enough, and
That's not even remotely what I was saying.
I say it to be facetious because honestly, the argument irritates me because I think of all the people in the movie, she did a great job.
I'm not saying she's not a great actress, but like, why would you cast somebody that's near 60 to play somebody who's in their late 20s? It frustrates me when they do that with men actors too, where they're just like, check out this 20-year-old, and I'm like, first off, he's 50.
Well,
Like,
and the
he's
reverse is
old as
always
shit.
irritating to me too, where
Like,
we find that in movies all the time, but nobody complains about it. Where it's like, hey, in the book or the whatever, this character was 55, and they cast a 21-year-old dude.
Yeah.
Nobody
It
complains
definitely-
about that. That doesn't irritate anybody. But,
Well, I don't know, man. How old was fucking The Witcher? How old was Geralt?
right.
Yeah.
They didn't cast anybody that's close to his age.
yeah, they didn't cast anybody that was close to a couple of
Fucking
hundred
trash
years old.
movie.
Yeah,
Trash TV
garbage,
Trash.
garbage show.
But no, at the end of the day, the thing that irritated me the most about Borderlands is that they ignored the entirety of the setting and the story. They used it for a visual spectacle and made the entire comedy, which Borderlands admittedly is an action comedy, just about Kevin Hart is short. That's the whole movie's joke on repeat. And it drove me insane.
The best short joke from Kevin Hart in a movie still belongs to Jumanji, in my opinion, where he shouts, "I'm missing the top 2 feet of my body."
I actually loved Jumanji.
I did too. It was good. When he screams zoology and runs somebody over with an elephant, it was pretty funny for me. But again, I digress. Back to the director.
Yeah.
He has some good horror movies. He's got another upcoming horror movie, I think, coming out this year, doesn't he?
Does he?
Eli Roth, yeah. Is he making another Cabin in the Woods? Because he's made a couple.
Thanksgiving
of those already.
too.
Is it another Thanksgiving movie?
Yeah, which I like Thanksgiving. So
Is he getting the chance to make a second Borderlands? I've heard
God,
hints
I hope
of
not.
it. I don't know.
I doubt it,
doubt
man.
it.
That movie did not
No.
do well.
Yeah, it lost $80 million.
I'm going to put it to you this way.
It didn't even
super-
break even.
The Super Mario Brothers movie we just talked about with John Leguizamo has a Rotten Tomato score of 27.
Yeah.
Borderlands has a 10.
Yeah.
Borderlands is a comedy movie with Jack Black in it, and it has a 10.
I'm confused, given the fact that, again, that's a completely like CGI character. Why not just get the person who did Claptrap's voice from
Yeah.
the video games? That still kind of boggles my mind. I'm like, how easy would it have been to call this guy up and just be like, "Hey, you're doing Claptrap's voice in a movie," and just been like, "Dope." Like,
So, like,
Probably cheaper than Jack Black too.
yeah.
yeah, they could have said, yeah, they would have lost 70 million instead of 80 million.
That's important at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's a big difference. They'd be making a Borderlands too if they'd saved that. Not that we have anything
Claptrap-
against Jack Black, because I
No,
actually like Jack.
I love
Black a
Jack
lot.
Black. He's great.
He makes a lot of
Um,
video game movies when you sit and think about it. 'Cause he also did Minecraft.
Yeah, which
Like,
we just
The
discussed not too
animated
long
Mario
ago.
movie. I
the
liked the
Minecraft-
Minecraft movie. It was
Well, wasn't
fun
it like
and
one of the most
entertaining.
successful movies of the year?
Super successful for 2025.
Lava Chicken, one of the greatest songs of all time, created on the spot.
It holds nothing to Peaches from the Mario movie. In my opinion. Peaches from the Mario movie is just one of the best dumb songs that's ever been. Put
I
in
don't
a
know.
movie.
That's hard, man, because Lava Chicken's kind of catchy though. Like that's how good Jack Black is. He's a great actor /
2025.
musician. He can do it
I
all.
I think the best nerd movie unique song still has to go to Vanilla Ice for the Turtle Power song.
Oh yeah, solid. I
Second-
still
and
listen
second
to
the
it.
Turtles movie.
If I'm working out or something, I definitely have that on my playlist.
Are you for real? I haven't
Yeah.
thought about that song in years until I went
Ninja
to make
Rap?
this joke.
Oh, dude,
Yo,
I
dude.
unironically listened to it just the other day, actually.
Oh, all the time. I love that song.
It was so bad. Best nerd movie though that has a unique song to it is still Ghostbusters. Like for real, for real. Ghostbusters Jam is
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
at in my opinion. It's so good. I
I
wish
mean,
they would do
as
that.
As far as like a full song goes, but like there's nothing more iconic than the Imperial March either.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's something we
That
did
gets a
talk
little
about with Ninja
orchestral. I
Turtles.
really feel like I separate those from like.
Yeah, I mean that's
movie
why
themes from,
that's why I like
orchestral
kind of
stuff,
like separate them, but like I feel like that's probably like the most.
yeah. How do
iconic,
you
like
beat John Williams though?
Yeah.
Because who's
Talk about
going
fighting.
toe to toe with that
Yeah.
man?
Ninja
Nobody's
Rap,
fighting
Vanilla
that tight.
Ice.
Is not outdoing anything John Williams does.
Are you
In a
You
serious?
just put Vanilla Ice up against John
Get out,
Williams.
dude. Eric's trying to get kicked off his own podcast.
Yeah,
Have
he
you,
is.
have you like watched that movie? People really get into that ninja rap stuff, man. Like that was
Speaking
huge.
of wrestling news, that was Kevin Nash had to do he had to be paid cash under the table for that because Vince wouldn't let him star in movies unless WWE got to put their stamp on it.
Mm,
And so
I remember that. Yeah.
Kevin Nash was like, "Whatever you
played
do, you
Shredder.
can't show my face and you can't use my real name."
Yes, because he played Shredder in that one.
He played Super Shredder.
Right.
Difference. There was Shredder.
Sorry,
and there was
yeah.
Super Shredder. He was Super Shredder because they were
If
like,
they
"We
should
need somebody
have
that's like 7 foot tall," and Kevin Nash was like,
They
"I'm
should
big."
have Razor Ramon play regular Shredder,
Oh,
and
God.
then you bring in Kevin
No,
Nash for
they
Super
had a real
Shredder.
actor. Kevin
No,
Nash
he-
was turned into a decent actor, which is good for him.
But
He's
we-
better than The Rock.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump in and yank our reins here. We are coming close to the end of the episode. Does anybody have any very quick honorable mentions on their list?
I have to say, Ninja Turtles is probably one of the best like
And that's a
video
not a video
game
game,
to
that was-
movie.
That's a comic
was a-
book movie.
That was a
It's a
comic,
comic
movie.
book.
That was a video game before it was a movie,
So, but it
Maybe.
was a comic book before it was a video
Maybe.
game.
and it's also one of the hardest video games of all time.
Nobody remembers Ninja Turtles because of the video game, though. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
people
it's the
probably do,
hardest
but
game of
most
all
people
time.
don't.
Yeah, they remember
Oh,
it from like the
man.
movies and the comics and the cartoons and all the other media. But I digress. We're gonna keep shouting Eric down. That's not an honorable
Yeah.
mention because it was not a
It
video
is.
game to a movie. That was
It is.
Alright,
I don't have an honorable mention, but I have the newest Resident Evil coming out this year, directed by Zach Krieger. I am pretty excited for it because he did Barbarian, he did Companion, he did Weapons, all very like popular horror movies. I enjoyed all of them. Came out in the last decade or so, last few years really, last 5 years. I think Barbarian came out in like 2020 or something, 2021. So I'm excited to see his take on the Resident Evil franchise. I'm excited to see something new for the Resident Evil franchise, maybe something a little bit more
Yeah.
to the video game, more loyal to the video game.
Honestly,
So
with
that's a-
Leon Kennedy, like you could do his story as a movie and it would be fantastic.
They
But-
added a lot of the Resident Evil characters later on in the series, though. Like you got
With
a lot
very
more
little
of
to
them.
do with anything that had
Yeah.
anything to do with
anything to do with a video game. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm as much a fan as Mia Jovovich as the next guy is, and watching her kick ass is fun. But like, it had nothing to do with
Nothing to do
Resident
with it.
Evil.
So-
They gave Umbrella a cool sound effect.
I'm gonna keep with the trend of stuff that's coming out soon. I'm excited for the new Street Fighter movie. I think it's gonna be. I think they're doing it the right way of making it over the top and cartoonish, which I think is the right way to handle a Street Fighter movie because you can't take it too serious because there's some goofy characters in that video game. So I'm excited to see how they handle it. Cody Rhodes is playing Guile, which I'm wondering how they're going to handle the lisp. He's gotten actually pretty good about talking without it, but we'll see how it goes.
I do
See if
have
they
one
cover
more.
up his neck tattoo.
I got one more thing though. So do you
No,
think
it's going to
that-
be
Yeah,
irrelevant.
No, this is a good
ridiculous.
one.
No, I'm talking over you.
Do you think that Mortal Kombat, like they're gonna have another? I think there's another one coming out, the
Yes,
second
actually.
one, and Street Fighter. So who's gonna do better this time? Because last time
Well-
Mortal Kombat fudging destroyed Street Fighter. Like Street
Here's the
Fighter
thing.
wasn't even good enough to like clean their shoes. Who's gonna do
Mortal-
better this time?
Mortal Kombat is already set up as a fighting game turned movie that everyone loves. It is a cult classic flop. And Mortal Kombat 2 releases May 15th this year and stars Carl Urban as fan favorite Johnny Cage.
Also,
May
Mortal
8th
Kombat wasn't a flop.
wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair
the
point. Yeah,
second
I
one was.
misspoke again.
Yeah.
Mortal
but-
Kombat 2, big flop.
Big flop. Annihilation.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad. Mortal Kombat.
But
Annihilation.
the upcoming Mortal Kombat 2, same director as the rebooted, Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat.
which
the most recent one.
which was good. It was a fun action movie to watch. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
and like Ryan said, has Carl Urban in it.
The guy that got to play frickin' Kato was spot on that casting. I can't get over how
Okay, so can
much
people
he
just
fits
pick?
that part.
Just pick, man. Make your call.
Sorry. Mortal
So
Kombat
which
was
one
my
did you
call. Like,
Okay.
Street Fighter.
You think Street
I'm actually
Fighter's gonna beat Mortal Kombat this time?
I think
Ooh.
that I think I'll probably enjoy Mortal Kombat 2 better, but I think Street Fighter will do better at the box office.
See, I gotta go Mortal Kombat because I just think the way it's done is really, really good, and I
We'll
think
find out
Street
when we
Fighter's
do
gonna
our
have some trouble.
we'll find out when we do our recap episode in December.
Somebody clip this.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody clip it.
I mean, I'm the guy
Get
that
brought
clips
back
it,
up.
so I'll just clip it myself. But
All right, what are you looking forward to, Ryan, of video game adaptations? Oh, can I
So-
guess? Can I guess and see if I get it
Ooh.
right?
Yeah, sure. Hit me.
Legend of Zelda.
That
was
is
my
number
guess as
one.
well.
Yeah. Number one. Now my other one is going to actually ironically be Elden Ring.
We're making an
It's
Elden
slotted
Ring movie?
May
Is it-
7th,
it's-
2027.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not like there's not a lot of movement on it yet, but we'll see. Hopefully.
I'm also very excited for the Ghost of Tsushima movie. I haven't heard a lot about it. We don't know much, but that is a storyline that would absolutely slap as a movie.
Yeah, that was one I'd like to see.
I have one last point I want to make. If they make an Elden Ring movie, if they don't have muted swearing in the background while the main character dies 13 or 14 times in a row, I'm not gonna support it.
I definitely need to see the main character die several times to complete
Yeah.
the movie. Like if he doesn't die
experience.
once, I'm not. It's not the same It's not the same fudging thing. So like, I'm
save.
storming out. Yeah, thanks. I'm eating a lot of fudge lately. But like on a very real note, I would storm out. Like there was a movie that did that where the guy kept dying and coming back throughout the movie,
Mhm.
and he just learned how to do it. I can't think it. Frank
It's the Edge of
Frank
Tomorrow.
did it. No,
Yeah,
there's
Edge
another
of-
one. No,
Edge
not
Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
But
Fucking boss level.
Was
something
it-
like
It's
that?
Mel
Boss Level or
Gibson and
something like
Frank something that did
Frank
it. He
Grillo
was
or whatever.
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
great representation of like all those games like Demon Souls and stuff where you fucking
Dark Souls.
yeah, where you learn how to like do stuff over time by dying constantly. Because that's what he did.
Boss
He
level.
di-
Yeah, that's what it's called.
yeah, he died a lot to learn how to complete the game. So I feel like that's how the Elden Ring movie should be. Same thing. Actually, just bring Frank in.
Frank
He
Grillo.
already did it once. Let him do it
Yeah,
again.
he should already know how it goes. He should.
Yeah,
just
But also
Bring
knock
him
it
that
out
that
on
is
the
Edge of Tomorrow too. That was a good.
Oh no, Edge of Tomorrow too. I agree. No, I wasn't just. That just
But I
wasn't the one I
digress.
was talking
We're
about.
running way long. We
Yeah.
gotta yank the
All right,
reins.
guys.
Brian, do your thing.
Yeah. If y'all have watched this far, obviously you enjoy what you hear. Listening to four nerdy dudes talk about nerdy stuff. If you want to support us, the best way to do it is to not give us your money, but instead make the algorithm give us their money. Give us a like, give us a share, tell your friends to check us out. And most importantly, if you're not following us, you should be, because we know the way.
And with that, we are going to bring this episode to a close. My name is Travis. I have been joined by Eric, Ryan, and James. We are Crossing the Nerdverse, and we'll catch you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Oh, you really are going to wait for me. It's nice to say goodbye.
Yeah, that's how
Goodbye.